and 3 times as much middle-class tax relief as McCain for the change we need.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
No!
About time. Here's your Kellogg's All-Brand Strawberry Medley. Never had cereal like this before. Real strawberries. Smell them. Crunchy granola clusters.
Introducing the delicious all-brand that isn't just brand. Kellogg's All-Brand Strawberry Medley.
When you see what we've done with veggies, you'll think it's uncanny. Introducing V8 soups from Campbell's. Luscious blends with no artificial flavors or preservatives. Like golden butternut squash, southwestern corn, garden broccoli. A full serving of vegetables in a soup so velvety and delicious, you won't be able to contain yourself. New Campbell's V8 soups.
McCain, Obama, the final presidential debate. Brian Williams anchors live coverage Wednesday at 9 Eastern on NBC.
Maria Bartiromo just added in the commercial break she wanted to add on the air that this solution is going to take time. Of course, the economy has been topic 1 this week, and not just here in the stock exchange, but wherever 2 or more Americans are talking across this country. That includes the campaign trail, where the candidates for president, however much they might want to talk about each other, are being forced to react to what has become a huge ongoing story with, remember, 25 days to go now until the election. We have 2 reports tonight. We begin with NBC's Lee Cowan covering the Obama campaign.
Well, Brian, it was all about optimism from this campaign today. Barack Obama even quoting FDR's famous line about fear in the midst of a crisis and imploring John McCain in the midst of this particular crisis to stop the negative campaigning.
On the steps of Ohio's old State House, Barack Obama tried to calm worries that America's financial house was crumbling.
So now is not the time for fear. Now is not the time for panic. Now is not the time to turn Americans against each other. Now is the time for resolve and steady leadership.
Gone today, though, were earlier charges that McCain was erratic or risky on the economy. Instead, he blamed the Arizona senator for the anger that was popping up during some of the Republicans' rallies.
We are mad. Nothing's easier than riling up a crowd by stoking anger and division. But that's not what we need right now in the United States. The times are too serious. The challenges are too great.
The challenges of the deepening economic crisis called for, he said, a new rescue plan for small businesses, similar to the one used in the days after 9/11, designed to infuse immediate cash. His plan would offer disaster-style loans through the Small Business Administration, eliminate lending fees for borrowers and lenders, and offer a temporary business tax incentive through 2009.
Now, I know John McCain's worried about his campaign, but that's not what I'm worrying about. I'm thinking about Americans losing their jobs and their homes and their life savings.
The Republican National Committee, though, was quick to criticize the plan, saying Obama's past voting record on giving tax breaks to small businesses doesn't match this new rhetoric. Still, Obama says with 2/3 of the new jobs coming from the small business sector, that's still the place to start. Lee Cowan, NBC News, Columbus.
This is Kelly O'Donnell traveling with John McCain in Minnesota and Wisconsin today.
We have 25 days until the time of choosing.
With so many Americans counting down something else, the value of their shrinking investments. Today, McCain suggested a change in the rules he claims could protect retirees' nest eggs.
To spare investors from being forced to sell their stocks at just the time when the market is hurting the most, those rules should be suspended.
Right now, investors who have a company-sponsored 401k or an individual retirement account are required to start taking distributions, pulling some money out of those investments when they reach age 70 and a half. McCain says Congress should give those investors an extra year to let their deflated savings bounce back. By offering up new ways intended to ease economic worries, McCain is trying to focus on voters' future, and that might help his own politically.
How many times, my friends, have the pundits written off the McCain campaign? We're going to fool them again. We're going to fool them one more time.
Today, McCain's more stinging attacks aimed at Obama rolled out in new TV ads.
Obama. Blind ambition, bad judgment.
Late today, McCain gently admonished supporters who urged him to hit Obama harder after some crowds got rowdy this week.
I don't mean that has to reduce your ferocity. I just means it's got to be respectful, okay? He is a decent person and a person that you do not have to be scared as President of the United States.
And Brian, usually when we're counting down to the election, we see allegations of voter registration fraud and voter suppression, and we are seeing that this year too. And some of it, of course, is going between both parties, but a lot of attention's been focused on a group called Acorn that has some ties to Senator Obama, and there are investigations underway in quite a number of states. Brian?
Kelly O'Donnell and Lee Cowan covering the presidential campaigns for us as we wind up this week. Thanks to you both. This next item will get some play over the weekend. It's a new poll out tonight showing dramatically how this economy is shaping this campaign. Newsweek magazine's new poll conducted over these past 2 days tonight shows the Obama-Biden ticket leading McCain-Palin 52-41. That's an 11-point margin. If you believe the polls, this is how quickly this has all happened. Newsweek's last poll, conducted a month ago, had these two candidates tied at 46. Now it's grown to 11 points. We'll take a break when Nightly News continues this Friday night, making a difference at the top of your game and in the prime of your life.
Time is a thief. As you age, it may even silently steal your bone strength. 1 out of 2 women over 50 will suffer an osteoporosis-related fracture in her lifetime. Prescription Actonel is proven to not only help prevent bone loss, but can also help increase bone strength to help protect you from fracture. And now with this rebate, Actonel is up to $20 off. You should not take Actonel if you have low blood calcium, severe kidney disease, or cannot sit or stand for 30 minutes. Follow dosing instructions carefully. Stop taking Actonel and tell your doctor if you experience difficult or painful swallowing, chest pain, or severe or continuing heartburn, as these may be signs of serious upper digestive problems. If you experience bone, joint, or muscle pain, which may be severe, promptly contact your doctor. To get up to $20 back on Actonel, call 1-877-ACTONEL or visit Actonel.com. Ask your doctor about how Actonel can help you prevent and treat postmenopausal osteoporosis. Actonel, help protect what's yours.
Where do Americans get 2/3 of the oil and natural gas we rely on? North America. Surprise? Learn more. Visit energytomorrow.org.
At work, I wear black. My old shampoo wasn't working, so I switched.
Selsun Blue. Doctor recommended for flakes and itch.
Never wear black without the blue. Selsun Blue.
And try new Selsun Blue Naturals. The difference is clear.
I'm an eye doctor and a patient. For my type of chronic dry eye, over-the-counter drops aren't enough. So I also use what I prescribe for many of my patients, Restasis. It's the only prescription eye drop to help increase tear production, which may be reduced by inflammation due to chronic dry eye. Restasis shouldn't be used by patients with active eye infections and hasn't been studied in patients with a history of herpes viral infections of the eye. The most common side effect is a temporary burning sensation. Ask your eye doctor if Restasis is right for you. It is for me.
Steaming is such an important part of fresh Asian cuisine.
Our innovative steamer cooks right in your microwave.
For tender chicken and fluffy rice in a delicious sweet and spicy sauce.
New Asian-inspired Healthy Choice Cafe steamers in 4 authentic recipes.
Do you own an oil company? Well, if you have mutual funds or a pension or other investments, chances are you do. Learn more. Visit energytomorrow.org.
This next item is attention rail buffs and all public transportation advocates. Amtrak set a ridership record for the 12-month period ending this past month of September. Just under 30 million passengers. Revenue on the flagship Northeast line is up almost 15%. Railway executives say it's mostly high gas prices that's doing it. Business is also up in the Chicago area and along the West Coast. In Connecticut today, a surprise decision by that state's Supreme Court striking down a state ban on gay marriage, making Connecticut now the 3rd state in the nation to allow full marriage rights for same-sex couples. Massachusetts and California are the other two. Connecticut's Republican Governor Jody Rell said she doesn't agree with this ruling, but doesn't think attempts to overturn it would succeed. Overseas tonight, word out of Oslo, Norway today, where the Nobel Peace Prize has been awarded to Finland's former president, Martti Asari. He was honored for 3 decades of efforts to resolve conflicts without violence and around the globe. Seeing the world and making a difference at the same time when we come back here in a moment.
You've been my financial advisor for, what, about 20 years? Okay, for 20 years, he's been telling me to save for retirement. Now he's telling me it's okay to spend.
Right.
Explain.
Simple. I've got him in Fidelity's new retirement income program, so now he can keep doing what he wants.
Start spending some of that money.
Yeah, but you still got to be smart about it.
You buy lunch.
I always buy lunch.
Retirement income now made easier. Call 1-800-FIDELITY or your own advisor. Smart move.
Burning, itching. I should have used Preparation H.
And for extra relief, use Preparation H medicated wipes first. Unlike most ordinary wipes, they relieve while you clean. Then use maximum strength cream. Preparation H, the relief expert.
Headaches know the instant your body is stressed, tired, and running on empty. Tylenol Rapid Release Gels work with your body to silence headache pain fast by releasing medicine fast, without irritating your stomach the way that aspirin or even ibuprofen can. Because the less you stress, the better you feel.
Constipation, bloating, gas, diarrhea. People, is your colon sending you a message? Now there's new Philips Colon Health with probiotics. It helps naturally restore the balance in your digestive system, so you can avoid those very unpleasant symptoms with new Philips Colon Health.
We all have internal plumbing. But for some of us, it can be a problem. You know, frequent, sudden bladder urges. You worry your pipes might leak. So it's hard to always do things spur of the moment. If you've had enough, talk to your doctor about taking care with Vesicare. Vesicare, once a day, can help control your bladder muscles so it can help reduce urges and leaks day and night. If you have certain stomach problems, glaucoma, or trouble emptying your bladder, do not take Vesicare. Tell your doctor right away if you have a serious allergic reaction, severe abdominal pain, or become constipated for 3 or more days. Vesicare may cause blurred vision, so take care while driving or doing unsafe tasks. Common side effects are dry mouth, constipation, and indigestion. Fewer urges and leaks. The chance to be more spontaneous. Vesicare can make a difference. Ask your doctor today about taking care with Vesicare.
This is a KGW News Channel 8 update.
Next, the baby elephant at the Oregon Zoo isn't the only new attraction turning heads. Why visitors are so interested in a machine that crunches cement. And we'll have more on this rough week on Wall Street.
And we've got a frosty morning on the way. Frost will be widespread. I'm Matt Safino, your weekend forecast at 6.
Making a difference. Brought to you by Vesicare.
We're back, and finally tonight, our Friday night Making a Difference segment. Our thinking going into this was pretty simple. We thought we could use some good news right about now and at the end of this week. How about people who've chosen to leave their normal lives behind and go off and do good work no matter where this journey takes them? We get their story tonight from NBC's Chris Jansing.
That's a great shot.
That is. That's
a visitor cannot help but be mesmerized by the story that unfolds in the Fine Silvers family photographs. At 51 and 52, Jeannie and Charlie resurrected a long-buried dream of their youth.
Yeah, I hope you have a good weekend too, Jeff. We all need some rest. I'm Susie Garrett. We'll see all of you again next week.
Nightly Business Report is made possible by
Franklin Templeton Investments. Our unique perspective helps us see domestic and international markets in a different light. Franklin Templeton Investments. Gain from our perspective.
And by ExxonMobil. This program was made possible by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
that shape our lives. Foreign Exchange brings you the world tonight at 8:30 here on OPB.
I am PBS.
This is the Japan most of us recognize, congested and kinetic. But Japan also has a wild side. Beyond its crowded cities, especially in winter, Japan reveals moments of quiet and unexpected beauty. I'm Art Wolf. Join me next time on Travels to the Edge.
Saturday night at 7 here on OPB.
I'm Jim Lara. On the next news hour, the financial week that was, plus analysis by Mark Shields and Ramesh Panuru. That's Friday on the News Hour.
Shop OPB.org. Find the best of OPB. Programs, books, music, and more. Members get a 10% discount. Shop OPB.org.
I'm Rick Steves. Join me in France's Dordogne region, where we'll find an unforgettable blend of natural and man-made beauty. After wandering through a lamplit castle, we'll visit a goose farm, then savor the foie gras. Then we'll gaze at the Sistine Chapel of the prehistoric world, admire the art of Toulouse-Lautrec, and explore the fortress city of Carcassonne.
Saturday night at 7:30 here on OPB.
OPB business partner, New Horizons Computer Learning Centers, has made a contribution to OPB. Thank you. OPB is opening our doors Saturday, October 18th. Join us for a visit with Curious George. Free rides on the Willamette Shore Trolley. A peek behind the scenes and meet our TV hosts. And even win a prize. That's Saturday, October 18th from 11 to 3 p.m. To find out more, call 1-800-241-8123 or go to opb.org/open house.
Have you heard about the transition to digital television? Maybe you still have a few questions like, do I need to buy a new television?
Will satellite and cable TV be affected? What's the difference between DTV and HDTV?
Well, PBS and This Old House have teamed up to answer these questions and to help with the transition to digital broadcasting.
Tune into this special program to find out what's changing and what you need to do to get ready.
Sunday night at 10 p.m. The Collins Foundation. The Collins Foundation is dedicated to improving the quality of life in Oregon.